Welcome to this tutorial for Rodeo Ticket. Today I'm going to show you how to customize your sponsor sales page. So you'll log into your account. You'll see all of your rodeos here. Of course, these rodeos are just fake rodeos we use for these tutorials and demos. So I'm just going to select our English rodeo here. And then from the sidebar menu, you're going to find sponsors and then edit form. Now you'll notice there are a lot of settings here that are that look a lot like our registration form and our ticket form editing page. So you can update the background color here. I don't have a background color visible because I've added a photo. And then you can update the foreground color here. That's this white block. You see that's over the photo. So you can customize that. And then when you click settings, you have some overall design settings that you can adjust. So you can disable or enable your background image as you want. You can switch to match ticketing, or you can have a unique image for your sponsor page. I'm just going to keep it simple and match my registration, but it's up to you if you want to have a different page. All right, and then you can adjust the form opacity, and this is the foreground opacity. So right now it's at 75. If I made it more transparent, in other words, less opaque, it's going to make the photo more visible. The tiles on the sponsor page have an overlay on them. So you can also adjust that, and that will change what the photo looks like if you have a photo background on your tile, for example. And then it defaults to sync with your sponsor category list order. But if you want to have a separate order or a different order on your sales page, just uncheck that box. And then you can also adjust the number of tiles per row. You can select 2, 3, or 4, depending on how you want your form to look. And then the rest of the settings are more sales settings. That just sets the overall sales, like general rules. And then of course you can add your waiver here. Okay, once you're happy with those settings, make sure you hit save. Right, and then you'll notice that I can move my sponsor tiles around. If I want to edit the tile, I can go ahead and click customize the tile. I can just make the tile a different color if I want, for example. So maybe we'll go for a bright blue here. We'll hit save. And then you'll see that that blue is not quite as bright, and that's because there's an overlay over that blue. So you can kind of make some adjustments there. So it looks like how you want it to look. You can also, of course, add a photo. So if I wanted to upload an image instead, I can do that, and then I will adjust the size of the image, and then I can drag it to be how I want it to appear on the tile. And then of course, once again, you want to hit save. And you can also disable these settings later. Okay, so now you'll see that I've got a photo there as well. Yeah, so these forms are really nice. They're a great way for sponsors who are looking for local rodeos to sponsor. They can find you easier online with these pages. They can compare all of the opportunities. They can see all of the inclusions with an opportunity, and then they can make a sponsor buying decision right then and there from your form. And they can either pay online with a credit card, or they can request an invoice. So that's a really nice feature for you. That just helps make sponsor sales a little bit easier. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.